Welcome everybody to another video of Ancient Greece Reloaded. Today we will talk about the famous Titan goddess Tethys, a daughter of Ouranos and Gaia. By the way, if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so as to stay tuned for upcoming videos. Tethys was at one time an important goddess in the pantheon of Greek deities, for Tethys was highly regarded as the Greek goddess of the sea. Today, Tethys' fame has been overshadowed by later deities in the Greek pantheon, namely the Olympians, for Tethys was of the preceding generation and was thus one of the Titans. Tethys was the daughter of Ouranos and Gaia, two primordial Greek deities. The parentage of Ouranos and Gaia ensured that Tethys had 11 close siblings, 6 brothers and 5 sisters. The 6 brothers were Cronus, Coeus, Crius, Hyperion, Iapetus and Oceanus, whilst the sisters of Tethys were Rhea, Mnemosyne, Phoebe, Theia and Themis. Collectively, Tethys and her siblings were called the Titans. At the time of Tethys' birth, Ouranos was the supreme deity of the cosmos, but due to the intrigue and plotting of Gaia, Ouranos was overthrown by the Titan. Cronus would wield an adamantine sickle to castrate his father, whilst his brothers held their father down. Tethys and her sisters did not play an active role in overthrowing Ouranos. All of the Titans, though, would benefit from the dethronement of Ouranos, for whilst Cronus took up the mantle of supreme deity, the cosmos was effectively divided between the 12 Titans, with each god or goddess given a sphere of influence. The role of Tethys in this new order was as a water goddess, although the likes of Pontus and Phorkys had preceded her as Greek water deities. Tethys, though, would primarily be linked with fresh water. This role would see her become the wife of the Titan Oceanus, the Greek god of the earth-encircling river, with Tethys and Oceanus believed to be the ultimate source of all the earth's fresh water. An additional role of Tethys was that of the Greek goddess of nursing mothers. She is said to also have nursed Helios and Selene. The rule of Tethys and the other Titans would become known as the Golden Age of Greek mythology. Tethys is today best remembered as the mother of the 3000 Potami and 3000 Okeanids, the Potami being the river gods and the Okeanids the nymphs of freshwater. Thus, Tethys would supply the 6000 water sources with water drawn from Oceanus. The golden age of the Titans would come to an end when Zeus, the son of Tethys' brother Cronus, rose up against the rule of his father. This uprising would lead to a 10-year war between Zeus and his allies against the Titans, known as the Titanomachy. Not all the Titans, though, stood against Zeus, for all the female Titans, including Tethys, remained neutral, as did some of the male Titans, including Oceanus, the husband of Tethys. Some stories even tell of Zeus placing his sisters, as Theia, Demeter and Hera, into the care of Tethys for the duration of the war. Zeus would ultimately take the position of supreme deity after success in the Titanomachy, but having not opposed Zeus, Tethys and Oceanus were barely affected by the change in the order of the cosmos. Nominally, Poseidon, the brother of Zeus, was subsequently in charge of the world's waters, and he was referred to as the king of the Potami, but Poseidon's domain did not infringe into that of Oceanus, although Poseidon and Amphitrite would become prominent at the expense of Oceanus and Tethys. Now, it is commonly said that Hera was in the care of Tethys during the Titanomachy, but a less common tale has Tethys nursing the newborn Hera. In this tale, Hera was not swallowed by her father Cronus, but was hidden away before being imprisoned, just as it would happen later with Zeus. Certainly, there was a strong bond between Tethys and Hera, and when Hera sought retribution against Callisto for having an affair with Zeus, it was to Tethys that Hera went. By this time, Callisto had been transformed into the Great Bear constellation of stars, but Tethys would forbid the Great Bear to drink or bath in the waters of Oceanus. Thus, at the time, the Great Bear constellation would never fall below the horizon. The goddess Tethys also played an important role in the story of Oceanus, as it is told in Ovid's Metamorphoses. Esakos was a son of King Priam of Troy, who had the ability to see into the future, and thus, when Hecuba fell pregnant with a boy who would become Paris, Esakos warned his father of the destruction that the new son would bring upon Troy. Esakos would fall in love with the nymph daughter of the Potami, Kevrine, the daughter being named Hesperia or Asterope. The Naiad nymph would step on a poisonous serpent and was killed by the venom. Esakos decided that he could not go on living without Asterope, and so decided to commit suicide. And thus, the son of King Priam threw himself from the tallest of cliffs into the sea. Before the fall killed him though, Tethys transformed Esakos into a diving bird, and so Esakos did not die, but plunged magnificently into the water. Far from being pleased at still being alive, Esakos, now as a bird, tried once again to throw himself from the cliff, but again the dive of Esakos broke the surface of the sea cleanly, and yet even today Esakos, as a diving bird, still plunges from the cliff into the sea. Let us finish with the following saying: "The good can never mix with the evil." Euripides. That being said, remember guys to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, it would help us a lot. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.